gonna get you right into it if you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Let's get you suited up.
Hello, how are you guys?
When we doing your helmet fitting, have you ever worn one of these guys before? Probably not.
He's adjusting it for Luca to have the most comfort, but that we're getting the most surface area of the face the entire time as well.
He has been fitted, and now we're going to get
Suited up.
A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the action below it, as seen from the 17th Street Bridge. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, even
David Aldridge, thank you. And here we can check out the story for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got the Monster, Wilson out there with Cowboy. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Leonard in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Hawks, they've got R.J. Barrett. Halliburton is out there with Gobert, and it's Justice in at the point guard. Leonard the pass to the Monster.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here's Miracle Man, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Comes up empty down low. One-on-one fast break. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
So it's the Hawks now, after the basket by Los Angeles. And that one drops for him.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Halliburton passes to Gobert. Inside, and slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Yep, that one goes. Miracle Man's got 5.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Out to the wing. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. But he recovers it. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And he sinks the second. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Count the basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Halliburton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Ripped away. The Monster passes to Miracle Man. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Gobert. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. They grab their own miss. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Los Angeles with some changes. ABC's checked in for the Monster. Money comes in for Magician, and it's Morant in for Miracle Man.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Embiid, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Bradley Beal comes in for Leonard. And the dunk by Embiid.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
The Hawks trail by 8. And the pass to McDaniels. Here's Carter. Goes back up, and the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Over to the wing. Here's Noel. Guarded by Embiid. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shots good by Noel. Noel's got his second bucket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Winston after the basket by Los Angeles. Sirven and Embiid with the block.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. That shot, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Pass to Morant. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Winston. Guarded by Morant. Winston the pass to Noel. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's McDaniels. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles leading by 9. Morant drives in.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Morant. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's McDaniels. Count that one.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Los Angeles, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
He lobs it up.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense... And And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
McDaniels is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Carter. And it's Winston in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
And just tax a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Gobert, and it's blocked. Leonard on the wing. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
A shot by McDaniels, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Justice. He's covered by Leonard. And the foul goes on the Magician. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. The monster comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Miracle Man in for Morant. Pass to Justice. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's rebounded by Barrett.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that R.J. Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Brent, some breathless comparisons for R.J. Barrett. People throwing out names like Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady.
I mean, that's a ton of optimism around names like that, but this young player has a drive and a will. And I think he has the kind of composure to show you what he's made of. And if it reaches anywhere near those other players, Kevin, he's going to have one heck of a career.
What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-4 run. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Justice. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start. Los Angeles leading by 16. Tyler down low. Miracle Man, the pass to Tyler. Leonard with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:44 left now here in the second. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's 10 points for Leonard.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Justice. Misses the three.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Money's checked in for Wilson, and Beal subbed in for Leonard. Now, here is Halliburton. He's covered by Beal. Drains the three-pointer.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? The Hawks trail by 20. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Noel, and that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. The Hawks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Morant, he's checked in for Miracle Man. Over to the left wing. Winston knocks down the 3 ball. Winston's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
A strong finisher. Morant doesn't mess around when he's got ideal positioning like that.
Sirven. They shoot again. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime. And, guys, for Los Angeles, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots.
And that does it for our halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Get out there with John Morant. And there's Money. And there's the monster. And it's Tyler in at the 4-man position. The 3 from Morant. Rebound, Atlanta. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead. little more, you're right. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Monster. ABC comes in for Tyler. Beal's checked in for Leonard. And it's Miracle Man in for John Morant. Now, here's Halliburton. Defense right on him. It's blocked. Money passes to Miracle Man. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And the rejection by Embiid. And he gets it back. And Gobert throws it down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Just as the pass to Barrett. From downtown, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
They get it back. Pass to Money. Here's Miracle Man. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert with the block. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were.
Timeout.
Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And making our way toward the finish line, this is a great time to check out the new power rankings. You take a look at the Warriors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinion. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. You look at Cowboy, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Miracle Man right there behind him. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Leonard. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Barrett's instincts on the move and on the fast break are something that this offense will benefit from.
Miracle Man, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Hawks trail by 18. The dish now to Barrett. Wilson with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
There's the pass to McDaniels. Carter kicks to McDaniels. Shot to stop the run, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Atlanta making a switch here. Noel's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Tyler's checked in. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all. Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Wilson, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. And one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Los Angeles, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Leonard hits them both. We've got 1:08 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Winston. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for him.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Los Angeles leading by 23. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
The Hawks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That free throw, no good. Gobert, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Morant, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And he's good on the second. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-6 run.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And so it's Atlanta with it. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Winston the pass to McDaniels. Good, nice job down low. McDaniels got 6 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play, exactly the way they drew it up.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Noel. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable. An all-around player with a bright future.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Winston. Sirven lays it up off the glass. He's got 10.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them ahead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jackson is out there with Gobert. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Brooks. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Morant passes to ABC. Now, here is Halliburton. He's covered by Beal.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
The quick look, no good that time. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Money, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now, here's Halliburton. Defense is right there, and the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. Los Angeles calls timeout. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for him.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island. Right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Miracle Man to the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. With the fadeaway. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Brooks has got his first points in this one. Here's Miracle Man, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Outside Jackson. Knocked away. And even 3-on-3 break. Oh, Leonard in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Outside Jackson to stop the run. The Hawks again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's the monster, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's Brooks. Got a handout. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here.
Number 10.
Los Angeles on D. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Miracle Man, the pass to the monster. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Hawks shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis. Yep. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Oh, yeah!
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Fast break, the Hawks. Brooks has got the ball, and they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And both free throws good for Brooks. 12 seconds left in the game. Pass to ABC. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Morant outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony.